Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking this video or finding it. I don't know where you came from, but I'm just happy you're here. I'm happy that we are saving money and we're taking some initiative here and we are doing our own box braids because that's why you're here if you click this video. One thing about this video that I do want to let you guys know before you go into it is that I didn't focus on the actual parting of the boxes, like all of the parting that's happening here. I focused more on actually feeding in the braiding hair and the technique so that you guys can do this at home on your own. Don't freak out about parting. It's really not that bad. I would say the back of the head is probably the hardest, but if you have somebody at home or a second mirror, that is really helpful. And then also take your time, break this into 2 days. Don't try to do everything in one day because it is a long process. This probably took me 11 hours total, even though last time I actually did do it all in one day. I didn't take a break and that's why they fell out. If you guys do watch this video and you feel like you need a little bit more of an explanation and demonstration on how to do the parting, please let me know in the comments down below because I would be happy to do this on like my sister and show you guys me doing it on someone else so you can really see what my hands are doing. Definitely gotta figure out how I'm gonna buy braiding hair during quarantine. I'll figure it out for you. I'll figure it out if that's what you guys really, really want because it is 11 hours worth of time. I think there are a lot of good videos out there, in particular Curly Strands, her Instagram, her whole YouTube channel is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna link it down below because that is the first video I watched where I was like, wow, this is doable. Also, I'll show you guys how to achieve curly ends. I did feed in curly hair last time and it was a mess. Like it was just a unnecessary process. So my girl Jasmine, Jasmine's awesome and she has a video up on her channel that I will also link down below, how to curl the bottom of your hair. So overall, I'm really happy this video is out. I did add like pieces of blue in there just to make it fun and funky since I needed something different during quarantine. So have fun with it. I really hope this is helpful. If you guys do need any more tips whatsoever, please don't hesitate to comment down below. I don't care if I have 2,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers. I really, really, really care that you guys learn how to do this and feel confident about it. So yes, let's get going. I know I've been talking for a while. I don't even know how long it's been, especially when I edit this. So anyway, let's get this going. Have patience, have confidence, and take breaks. Get a good playlist going, put on a movie, get somebody to talk to, something. Because girl, this is an 11-hour process and you will feel like crying or breaking down. But it's totally worth it because I haven't had to do my hair in many days. I get to use all these little butterfly clips and have so much fun with it and do like cute different styles. So yeah, let's get it, let's go.
Alright everyone, let's get into this. Let's talk products and tools that you are going to need to achieve this style. I used what I had available to me at home because I didn't have the opportunity to go get braiding hair due to social distancing, and that was this Rastafari T27 613 braiding hair. I prefer a mixture of blonde colors versus just using 613 braiding hair because it can come off a bit too yellow, so make sure you choose the pack that appeals to you the most. Also, you're going to need some good old Murrays to keep everything nice and tight, a comb to make some crisp parts, and a wet brush to detangle your hair. Oh, and last but not least, you might want to set up an extra mirror in case you need someone to check your lines, girl, because uneven parts is just not it. Everything needs to be clean, even, and coordinated. Alright, so what I like to do before I begin anything is laying out the pieces of hair that I'm going to be feeding into the braiding hair. I will lay them all out in front of me, on my bed, on the walls, anywhere, so they are easy to access when braiding a section. This is where you will decide how thick you want your braids to be, so make sure you pull out the appropriate amount of braiding hair. Also, consider the thickness of your hair because that will indicate whether or not you need to feed in the hair sooner rather than later to create an even thickness throughout the braid. In this case, I decided I wanted small braids, so I'm only taking the smallest bit from the pack. When I say small, I mean super small sections because I use at least 2 to 3 pieces of hair per braid, so the thickness can happen really quickly if you use pieces that are too big. So make sure you're keeping the consistency of the pieces you're pulling out consistent. First, you need to detangle the section you are going to be working on. Again, I'm showing you the knotless braiding method, so we are focusing on the technique here, not the overall process, because that video would literally be 11 hours long. So remember to take in the feed-in method and what my hands are actually doing. First, I'm picking up the comb and parting the first section. I decided to go with the middle part this time, so I'm taking the comb from the middle of my head down to my ear, ensuring the part I am making is super defined and even. This is crucial to making this style look good while doing it at home, so take your time and really make sure that this part is done correctly. Seriously, patience is key. One part alone took me an hour to figure out simply because I couldn't make it straight. So if a part is giving you trouble, walk away, take a break, drink some coffee, and revisit it when you're ready to make it the best it can be, because it's crucial to this style. Alright, this 11-hour journey we are going on together is about to begin, so set the mood, get your vibe right, because we are in this together. For some reason, for me, that meant playing Frozen 2 music and cleansing my energy right quick. But anyways, back to the purpose of this video. We are going to part off the box for the first braid we are going to work on. I picked up some butterfly clips to keep the other part I sectioned off away from the hair I'm working on, because when it all mixes together, you are at risk for potentially messing up the clean part you just made. So don't do that to yourself. That's exactly why I'm here to help ensure that every ounce of effort you're putting into this one braid stays organized, because you have 60 million more to go. To be extra cautious, I take some Murray's and put it on the hair surrounding this box so little hairs don't have the opportunity to interfere with the part. Also, I take a good amount of leave-in conditioner on the back of something so I can dip into it for each braid, because you want to make sure you're keeping your hair moisturized. Also, I'm dipping back into the Murray's to disperse it throughout this section of hair to make sure my hair stays hidden and doesn't peek out when adding the braiding hair. I hope all that made sense, because we're starting the braid. Okay, so I'm going to start this off by splitting this section into 3 parts and braiding down as normal. At this point, there has not been any hair added to this braid whatsoever. We are simply braiding as if we are just playing with our hair and braiding it down. Now, I'm picking up one of the sections I laid out in front of me and wrapping it around my other bun. This helps divide the hair so I'm able to add it in seamlessly. Make sure the braiding hair is even so when you add it in, one piece isn't longer than the other. Okay, as you can see here, there is one piece of hair that is separate from my left hand. It stands alone. That is the piece we are adding braiding hair to. Then we are going to continue to braid down as if the braiding hair isn't even there. I go down 3 times until I stop to add in the remaining piece to my middle finger on my left hand, and then I continue to braid down so I have some space between adding in the next piece of braiding hair. Again, this piece I'm about to add hair to stands alone. I can literally let go of it. So I'm picking up another piece, wrapping it around my bun, and adding the hair to that piece that stands on its own. I then braid down 3 times, grab the remaining piece of braiding hair from the top of my head, and add it to my middle finger on my left hand. I simply raise my middle finger up and add it to that piece and continue braiding on as if it's not even there. Phew, how was that? Did you listen? Did you learn? Was it clear? I really hope so, but if not, I'm going to do it again, so don't worry. This is the 3rd piece of hair that I'm adding to this braid. I'm repeating the same steps I just went through, so for this piece, I am not going to speak. I'm just going to let you all watch my hands and take in the feeding method. And now I'm done adding in hair for this braid, so I'm just braiding down, dipping into the Murray's every so often to make sure everything is sealed and seamless and no hair is peeping out. Then I was feeling really snacky, so I just picked up some barbecue chips, snacked on those a little bit, played with my cats, picked up my Apple TV, chose different music because my playlist ended, and then I spilled coffee on myself, put some more lipstick on, and then I just started singing. Now that we're done with that braid, I'm brushing out my baby hairs so I don't braid them up. We want those babies to be laid at the end, so keep them out, girl. Now we're going to move on to the next braid. I'm adding more Murray's and leave-in conditioner into my hair, and then I'm going to continue braiding down normally. Okay, so I'm picking up a piece of hair that I have already prepped and that is ready to go. I'm going to take that and add that into the hair and just continue braiding about 3 times down. And then I'm going to take the hair from the top of my head, add it to my middle finger, and continue braiding. I know this seems complicated, but it's really not. So to show you that, I'm actually going to put this in slow motion so you guys can see what's happening. Again, this is the piece that is on its own and is not being held by the other hand that is currently holding the 2 other strands. You then pick up your prepared braiding hair and add it to the piece that stands on its own. You're going to continue braiding as if the piece you added in is not there. Grab the middle piece, grab the middle piece, grab the middle piece, and hold. Then, with your free hand, grab the braiding hair that remains at the top of your head. Again, there is one hand that is holding all of your braiding pieces. You are going to add the hair you just pulled down to your middle finger. Simply raise your middle finger and hook that braiding hair in and continue braiding on. Woo! You made it, girl. You made it this far, which means you have definitely learned something about knotless braiding and making this process seamless. I'm so happy you made it this far, and now I'm just taking a break because we completed this section and listening to some High School Musical. I'm weak. I've really been sitting and listening to High School Musical, but I promise I was listening to some other cool jams too, like Janae Aiko and stuff. But anyway, this is a close-up look at what we have completed. And now we are going to lay the baby hairs. I'm using the Lagoon jam from Goldwell. However, I don't love this gel as an edge tamer. It's just the only thing I really had available besides Murray's. So if anybody has a recommendation for something that doesn't flake up after it dries, that would be awesome. Please leave that down in the comments if you could. But this is what the finished look looks like. I'm so happy that I actually got the swivel in these baby hairs. And yeah, this is the finished look. And now I'm picking up these perm rods I ordered from Sally's website since all the beauty supply stores are closed, and I'm wrapping the end of the braid around the perm rod and then securing it on the other end, and then I even twist it to make sure that the edge of my braid is completely flat because you don't want a straight braid when you dip it in. So then I'm dipping the perm rod into some warm water. It does not have to be boiling by any means. Then I'm taking a towel and drying it off, and then I'm going to undo the perm rod. Be careful when you do this because it can snap back on your nail and it really hurts, and boom, you have the curly end.
Hey guys, how did it go? I'm so excited to see what this looked like. If you guys did accomplish how to do this and you did your whole head, please take a photo and tag me in it because I would be overjoyed to see how it worked out for you. There are moments where you just want to give up and half of your head is braided and you just want to throw your stuff into the trash. So I get it, and I really commend you if you did make it through. Yeah, I just would love to see if you guys actually did this. I was surprised to see how many people, 1, didn't believe that I did this myself, and 2, actually wanted to learn. Like some of my friends that reached out to me, I was like, really, girl? But anyway, I am so happy you watched this. I'm so happy you clicked this. I'm happy that you made it through. I'm happy that you took some initiative and did something yourself. And now I'm even more happy that you saved money because you know how to do this yourself. We are happy that you made it through, aren't we? Okay, you're busy right now. Overall, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time and for even clicking this. If you enjoyed this or you want to see more from me or keep up with me, please subscribe and click the notification button if that is something you're interested in. And if you like this video, thumbs it up. I hope everyone's staying safe, staying home, washing your hands, enjoying time with your animals and your family, and I just wish everybody nothing but the best. I'll post a little end clip so you guys can check out some of my other videos, and yeah, just happy to have you here. See you next time.